one other thing to point out with regards to popular cultural products like Harry Potter, though, and you sort of referenced it earlier, there's a lot of other uh, movies and books about witches, witchcraft, and not all of them have those same themes as Potter does. So there was a 1996 movie called The Craft, which was very different with regards to how it approached magic, right? And it was very popular. And a lot of Deborah Harkness's novels, I haven't read them, but she wrote a series called the All Souls trilogy, which is a defense of witchcraft, right? And of course, there's all kinds of other pagan themes in there: goddess worship, the divine feminine, so on and so forth. And a lot of those over the years have been aimed, especially at young women, teenagers, adolescent girls, and so on and so forth. So, again, J.K. Rowling might not have intended Harry Potter to have a sort of softening effect on magic, but it might have. And then all of these other cultural products were coming out at the same time that also presented magic as something that kids do, right? Kids,
Right.
because they're all kids when they start all the main characters are kids when they start off. Kids do magic. But those other books, series, television shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, whatever, Sabrina, Charmed.
And
right?
again, all of those, by the way, all of those were happening in the 90s at the same time as the Potter books are coming out.
Yeah, right. And they didn't all have the same kind of moral arc that the Potter series did, but they were all sort of lumped together as in this. It's like witchcraft is cool, magic is cool. This is what cool kids can do, and I think just that testimony I related earlier of this now older guy, probably in his 40s, was some evidence that some people did get affected by this, and they
Oh,
did
well,
get
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, they won't have your actors smoking cigarettes on camera anymore. Why is that? Or if you're renting an older film on Netflix or something, they actually put a warning tobacco usage in this
Yeah, I'd
movie.
rather go back to movies with the guy smoking
Exactly.
cigarettes than the
So
stuff we have today.
let's take another children's trilogy. This one didn't take off in the films as much as it was in books. Philip Pullman wrote his Dark Materials trilogy, which was a kind of a same kind of a magical vibe.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with Pullman and The Golden Compass is still considered a Christmas movie. It's Tom Hanks written anyway. The problem is Pullman is a rabid anti-theist. He's not simply an atheist. He's an anti-theist.
Right.
All of his goals is to be standing against Christianity. I mean, he wrote the book, The Good Man Jesus and the Scoundrel Christ. I mean, that's the same Philip Pullman. So do you want your kids watching those films and reading those films? So again, it's not just black and white, oh, this has magic in it, throw it away. But at the same time, if you are a child who's going to be more susceptible to mimic, and all kids mimic, so you got to be careful. You got to find out what their maturity level is, and you got to talk them through some of this stuff as a parent. That would be an appropriate way to go. That there is such a thing as real magic, but it doesn't work the way the book tells you it works. Maybe you start to expound on that with your kids a little bit more, because you're always going to face these things. If you ask anybody who's been delivered from an occult background, you have your friend, for example, who is the shaman, they will stay away from this stuff so much more. It's so uncomfortable for them. They just don't even want to deal with it, because they can see where the reality is underneath all of this. The same way you may be a social drinker, but a man who's a recovering alcoholic, he's just like, don't even get me near it. That stuff is evil, and I've seen what it can do.